Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Good afternoon. It may somewhere in the day it's the afternoon already or the evening. Um, I just wanted to talk about something real quick, real brief. Praise Jesus. Um, on Facebook, Marcus, I'm not eating gum today, but on Facebook there was a post um, that no child should receive a plate before the man, and you have all types of opinions. And when I read it, I like to read it a few times just to try to understand what I'm reading and try to read between the lines. And a lot of people took it as, should no man eat before the child? And I don't care, my children always come first. And I get all perspectives. However, that post did not say the child eats after the man or the man is eating before the child. It just simply says that the man should get served first. Now, I do believe that there are different levels to that. Number one, of course, if you're a single parent, he's just your boyfriend or whatever, your children may always come first. You may fix their food first and eat, whatever the case may be, and then fix his plate or whatever. But I think there's different levels. Like for me, I grew up in a household where my adopted parents, praise Jesus, were married. And when my mom would cook, there were times when I had to serve the table and she would put everything on the table and everybody goes in for themselves. But there are also times when she actually liked actually making our plates. You know, um, and when she would do it like that, she would give her husband the plate first. Here you go, honey. Here's your plate. Give him a big kiss. I made this plate with extra love for you today. Da 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 da. And I never looked at it as robbery. Well, how come he gets his plate first? It just what it was what it was. Then she would say, "Here, son. Here's your plate." Then she would sit down um, and eat his plate, her plate rather, or put her plate on the table. Then we all say grace and then eat. Vice versa. There were times when my dad would cook. And he would say, "Here, honey, here's your plate. Here, son, here's your plate." And he'll sit down with this plate, say grace. So, once again, I think it depends on the household. There's some households that still believe in sitting at the table and eating dinner together. Traditionalists, may give the husband the plate first. Uh, Once again, doesn't mean that the kids are eating. And then for those people who say, well, my child always comes first before a grown man, should that maybe let's consider age. Of course, a baby, an infant, which is a child, is still drinking bottle, or you're breastfeeding them, or you're giving them baby food. They sometimes babies eat on their own schedule. So he should be able to get his plate because your child's not eating off of a plate. Um, and I think also as they get older, as your children get older, they got girlfriends, boyfriends, they got friends, they want to hang out. Some of them involved in sports and after school programs. And, like myself, Friday nights, I would always go to the football games, Red Raiders. So I was never home for dinner. So, but I was still technically a child because I was still in my parents' teenage years. Um, I wouldn't expect my mom to tell her man or her husband or whoever, well, you have to wait till 10 o'clock when the football game's over to eat. No, she's going to serve her man his plate first, and then son or daughter, I put your plate in the microwave. So I think that there's levels to, okay, maybe at a certain age or maybe a certain day, your child may be out or staying after school or hanging out with friends. So you serve your man first because he's already there, and you two may not want to wait till 10 o'clock when your child may get home from the movies or from the football game. But overall, I think if it's a married question, does the man get his plate first? Then I think yes, because if he's the provider, he's the one, fitting all the bills, make sure the mortgage is paid, make sure the rent's paid. It's nothing wrong with saying, because of you, you're doing all of this, here's your plate first. Once again, if you read that post, it doesn't say should the man eat first or should the man eat and then the kids watch and everybody wait until he's done. It just said should, and biblically speaking, if you're a Bible person like me, church person, praise Jesus, it does say that the man of the house is the head, is the first partaker. So maybe once again he gets the plate first. Um, For those single parents who still say, well, I don't agree, my children still come first, well, then maybe on special days, maybe on his birthday, what do you want us to cook, or what do you want? Maybe on that day, he gets to play first because it's his birthday. You know, hope you ain't making him not cut his cake first and get the first piece of cake. Well, I'm superstitious like that. It's my birthday, I get the cake, I cut the first piece of cake, I eat the first piece of cake. Point blank. Maybe that. Or maybe it's Father's Day. Okay, usually I'm the type of mom, type of female, my children come first, but because it's Father's Day, if he's in the home, okay, we'll make, we'll serve you your plate, or we'll cook what do you want to eat. Here you go. This is what you wanted. We'll make you, or whatever the case may be. So I think it depends on the household. If you're not a traditional household like mine, where you eat at the table, um, and everybody's for themselves, then I can see why you think, well, the children come first. I'll make my children a plate, and then everybody else is on their own. If you are in a traditional home, you sit at the table, then most homes, the man does get the first plate. You may say grace, and then everyone eats. Um, or you may just be a single parent, and there may not be no man, or it may be a man that's occasional. You have an occasional. Um, and he comes over, and then your children, of course, will come first because he's not a steady man or a steady person that's going to be there. Then I understand that. But overall, read the post. Let me know what you think. If you agree, cool. If you don't agree, that's cool. That's just my little steal on um, opinion or thought on the man getting the plate first. God bless you. And let me know what other topics you may want me to talk about, because I got a lot of stuff to say. God bless.